Have you been pondering about where zodiac signs actually came from? Zodiac signs, those mystical symbols that seem to be everywhere, from newspaper horoscopes to your favorite coffee mug, they're a part of our everyday lives, woven into the fabric of our culture. But what are they really? And how did they become such an integral part of our world? Zodiac signs are a cornerstone of astrology, an ancient discipline that studies the influence of celestial bodies on human affairs. Each sign represents a specific period of the year, and according to astrologers, the position of the sun at the time of your birth determines your zodiac sign. Now, we're not just talking about 12 arbitrary symbols. Oh no! Each sign is loaded with meaning and personality traits. Are you a fiery Aries known for your courage and determination? Or perhaps a sensitive Cancer, renowned for your nurturing, intuitive nature? Maybe you're a charismatic Leo, a sign associated with leadership and creativity. These signs, with their rich symbolism and character traits, have been a source of fascination for millennia. They've been used to predict fortunes, guide decisions, and even matchmake. It's no wonder they've permeated every aspect of our culture. But what's the real story behind these signs? Sure, they're fun to read about, and it's interesting to see how often our personality traits align with our sign. But where did these zodiac signs originate? How did they journey from the ancient world to the pages of our modern-day newspapers and the screens of our smartphones? And of course, the million-dollar question, is there any scientific basis to these zodiac signs? Or are they merely a product of human imagination, a way to make sense of our world and our place in it? These are questions that have puzzled scientists, historians, and astrologers alike. Yet, despite the debate, the fascination with zodiac signs endures, capturing the imagination of millions around the globe. So, where did these zodiac signs come from? Let's delve into the annals of history to find out. Imagine the ancient world, thousands of years ago, where our ancestors looked up at the night sky and saw stories in the stars. Our journey begins in ancient Babylon over 3,000 years ago. The Babylonians, avid astronomers, observed the movements of celestial bodies and noticed a pattern. They saw that the sun traveled along a fixed path throughout the year, crossing through 12 distinct constellations. These constellations became the earliest known zodiac system, the circle of animals, or zodiac from the Greek zodiakos, meaning circle of animals. Initially, the zodiac served as a celestial calendar. The Babylonians used it to track time and seasons, marking the year's progression through the constellations. Each zodiac sign corresponded to a specific time of year, with the constellation of Aries heralding the arrival of spring, Leo the height of summer, Scorpio the onset of autumn, and Capricorn the depth of winter. But the zodiac was not just a practical tool for the Babylonians. They also saw it as a divine script, a celestial narrative written by the gods. The constellations were not just clusters of stars, but the embodiment of myths and legends. Each zodiac sign represented a particular story or deity, imbued with specific traits and characteristics. As time passed, the zodiac evolved beyond its calendrical and mythological origins. The signs became associated with certain personality traits, based on the characteristics of their corresponding deity or myth. This gave birth to astrology, the belief that our personalities and destinies are influenced by the positions of celestial bodies at the time of our birth. So, from ancient Babylon to the modern world, the zodiac has journeyed through time, transforming from a celestial calendar to a divine narrative, and finally, to a personality predictor. The stars that once guided our ancestors through the seasons now guide many in understanding themselves and others. It's fascinating, isn't it? But the question remains, how much of this is scientifically valid? Science and astrology, two fields that seem worlds apart. But is there any scientific basis to our zodiac signs? Let's delve into this fascinating intersection. You see, while astrology, the study of the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies, interpreted as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world, has been around for millennia. It doesn't quite meet the rigorous standards of science. Science is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions. It thrives on empirical evidence, reproducibility, and falsifiability. In contrast, astrology's predictions and interpretations are not consistently testable. This doesn't necessarily mean that astrology is without value, but rather, it doesn't fit neatly into our current scientific framework. Astronomy, on the other hand, is a branch of science. It's the scientific study of celestial objects, space, and the physical universe as a whole. It's based on consistent observation and measurement, and its theories can be tested and refined. While astronomy and astrology were once considered one and the same, the scientific revolution in the 17th century led to a clear distinction between the two. Now, when we talk about zodiac signs, they are linked to astrology rather than astronomy. The 12 zodiac signs represent 12 different periods of the year. The signs are determined by the constellation that the sun was in at the time of your birth. But here's where science steps in. Due to a phenomenon known as precession, the positions of the constellations have shifted over time. This means if you're a Gemini according to astrology, the sun was likely not in Gemini's constellation on your birth date. So, does science support the astrological predictions associated with zodiac signs? Well, as of now, the scientific consensus says no. There's no empirical evidence supporting the claim that our personalities or lives are influenced by the position of celestial bodies at our time of birth. Science might not back astrology, but the cultural impact of zodiac signs is undeniable. Zodiac signs have carved a niche for themselves in our lives, from daily horoscopes to personality profiling. But how did this happen? In a world that's constantly changing and evolving, zodiac signs provide a sense of constancy and predictability. They offer a framework for understanding ourselves and others, a kind of cosmic roadmap to navigate our relationships, aspirations, and even our deepest fears. The cultural impact of zodiac signs can be seen across a myriad of platforms. They've permeated our everyday conversations, our social media feeds, and even our dating apps. Zodiac signs have become so woven into the fabric of our society that it's common to hear phrases like classic Gemini, or that's such a Scorpio thing to do, thrown around casually in conversations. But what's behind this fascination with zodiac signs? The answer lies in our inherent desire for self-awareness and understanding. Zodiac signs offer a form of personality profiling that's approachable and easy to grasp. They provide a lens through which we can view and comprehend the complexities of human behavior. Moreover, zodiac signs have found a place in popular culture. They're featured in movies, books, and TV shows, often used as a tool to develop characters and plot lines. They've even made their way into the world of fashion and design, with zodiac-themed jewelry, clothing, and home decor items becoming increasingly popular. The cultural impact of zodiac signs goes beyond just a passing fad or trend. They've become a part of our collective consciousness, a common language that transcends geographical borders and cultural barriers. They've given us a way to articulate our personalities, to express our uniqueness, and to connect with others on a deeper level. And it's not just the believers who are contributing to this cultural phenomenon. Even skeptics often find themselves intrigued by the zodiac, if only for the entertainment value or the chance to engage in a lively debate. Zodiac signs, whether you believe in their power or not, have become an integral part of our cultural fabric. So, what have we learned about zodiac signs today? We've journeyed through time, delving into the mysteries of the zodiac, and traced back to the origins of zodiac signs. They were born out of ancient people's observations of celestial patterns, a method of making sense of the world around them. This system, created thousands of years ago, divided the celestial sphere into 12 sections, each symbolized by a unique sign. We've seen how these signs have been used to predict future events, character traits, and life paths. But in our exploration, we also learned that, despite their historical significance, zodiac signs do not have the backing of modern scientific evidence. The claims made by astrology lack empirical support and are not consistent with our current understanding of the universe. But remember, this doesn't mean that the zodiac is without value. Far from it. We've looked at the profound cultural impact of zodiac signs. They've influenced art, literature, and popular culture, and continue to do so today. Indeed, the zodiac remains a powerful symbol in many societies, shaping how people understand themselves and others. In a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable, the zodiac offers a sense of order and predictability. It allows us to feel connected to the cosmos and to each other, providing a shared language that transcends borders and cultures. Sure, you might not believe that being a Gemini means you're destined to be indecisive, or that a Scorpio is inherently secretive, but you might still find solace in the stories and symbols of the zodiac, a testament to the human desire for meaning and connection. In the end, it's not about whether the stars can predict your future. It's about the stories we tell, the symbols we create, and the ways we seek to understand our place in the universe. Whether you're a firm believer or a skeptic, one thing is clear: zodiac signs, with their rich history and cultural impact, continue to intrigue us all.